well, I do not want to talk about yesterday. I deny yesterday. Yesterday did not exist in my perspective. Pretty much I want to simulate every league game possible. So, um, we're gonna start the show today with just some topical news that are happening in football. There's a couple of things that I want to make sure that we talk about, and one of the things is, of course, there is a little bit of a word in the rumor mill that Mason Greenwood wants a return back to the Premier League. Say what? Also, there's a guy called I don't know if people are labeling him a traitor now or a snake, but I want to know. I want to know. There's a guy called Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he is pretty much it's sort of confirmed that he's going to Liverpool. Fabrizio Romano with a "here we go" tweet about 3 hours ago or something like that. So I want to know what you think about this. Do you have any thoughts about it? Are you a rival fan? Are you a Liverpool fan? Are you one of those that's like, I'm angry he's leaving, I'm sad or happy he's leaving? Let's talk about it. We'll also reflect a little bit on the Kobe Mainoo and Garnacho interview that has just been released by Sky Sports. So welcome to the Football Power Hour. You can call me Bots. You can call me Botswana. Botswana Papi. This is our space. We're going to talk about it. And it's a Monday, man. Shit. Football Power Hour. Hey, so first things first. I am lucky or unlucky to be joined by a Scouser. We know him. He's a family member of the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, he goes by Linkster. Look at him.
Jeez, man. Jeez. I thought maybe you would have found like a host to take over your duties.
Shut up.
Given that you can no longer talk football. I thought maybe you would have found somebody.
Get out of here, man.
I thought you would have deputized.
Shut up. Well, first of all, congratulations on your win, whatever.
Champions. Ole. Huh? What you know about that, man? Actually, so listen. First and foremost, it's been too long since I've been on this platform, so thank you for having me on. Yeah. What a brave time to have me on, just after, you chose the right time. We lost yesterday.
Well, we lost connection with him. He's about to get on his speech. Man, I know when I hear it, but of course, whatever. Our chance will come, and we'll give him a good speech. Let's do that.
Hey, man, listen. Let the record show. I am not even clowning you. I'm not even here to laugh because I don't want to talk too much on you.
It hurts, bro. It hurts.
Because it's sad. No, it's actually sad. It's painful. It's really, really painful. I mean, listen. Europa League. You guys need to go full guns blazing for Europa League. And that 3-0, that result against Bilbao was amazing. Well done. I actually watched that game because I was expecting a couple of laughs. I know.
Yes.
You guys played really well. So I hope, and I'm confident that you guys will make it through. I think you guys will get to the final. And then it's going to be a very comical final for the average fan.
Bro, shut up. It's going to be a good final because we got, a new number 7 called Harry Maguire.
What's interesting is that somebody else said to me that Harry Maguire is like absolutely amazing. They couldn't stop raving about how skillful and poised, and we love Harry Maguire's how he's changed his life around. He refused to leave to go to West Ham, and he was determined to fight for his place. And I said to him, my man, listen to what you're talking about as a Man United fan. The revolution of Harry Maguire. That is your highlight right now.
That is no, but to be fair, he definitely has turned things around, and he's a little bit of a confidence like boost that he's playing with, bro. Even when he was brought in as a sub versus Brentford, he was
Yeah.
making some line breaking passes. All of a sudden, he's just like mentally elevated, you know. And there's something to be commended about that. I know some people, I saw some people, you know, our fan base is full of crackheads that say he
Hey
should
man,
wear seven, you know, but I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
maybe he's just one of the few guys, and you have a few, just a few, who's realizing what it means to wear the Man United badge, and it's now clicking in his head like, nah, we have to do better. So he's just like, oh, I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, but enough Harry Maguire, man. Enough Harry Maguire. Talk to me, bro. Listen. Let me show you a picture. Can you see what's on screen?
Nah, man, nah. Listen, man, listen. Trent is a lad who I personally, as a real Scouser fan, as a real Scouse, can never be. I mean, listen, real Scousers out there gonna be like, "Where's this guy from? Why are you saying he's real Scouse?" But you know what I mean.
Mhm.
I can never be mad at Trent. I mean, listen, the boy has been with Liverpool for 20 years, dog. 20 years, and he's leaving now after having helped deliver his second title and our 20th title. It's
Mhm.
poetic justice, you know what I'm saying? It's poetry in motion if you really want to look at it that way. And I wish him all
Okay.
the best. Um, the only thing that will hang over this move for me, wherever he goes, we know he's going to go most likely, but is the fact that he's going on a free. I'm not mad. I'm not begrudging him for leaving. You know what I'm saying? And I've been watching, and I cried watching his video earlier. Here's the tissue still. His farewell video. But I'm still not mad at him for leaving. It's just that he's leaving on a free that sucks. Because I
Yeah.
mean, you would have easily got like 80 million, if not more, for that guy. So yeah,
No.
but I wish him.
That's real, and I think that's more of a, you know, testament to Real Madrid, like, you know, just like scamming everybody. They know how to get players for free, you know, and you know, you're just the
Would,
next. You know, Real Madrid is that guy that rocks up to the club or to the party and is like points. He just points, and then he's like, and then she goes home
no,
with it. And
the sporting
you
director
bought her a
is
drink. You like
you did all the
you're
hard work.
putting in all the hard work, and you know Real Madrid is like, nah, I'm interested in you, and she's like,
Nah, but
of course, you know what I
that
mean?
that that is definitely the MO. So like, if you look at it, whoever the sporting director is like, okay, guys, we have a new plan. We're broke. Most clubs in Spain are broke, so we can't really sign the superstars. But let's go in and lure them and tell them, hey, we're building a super team. If you just wait out your contract and come and join us, it's going to be amazing. Mbappe, didn't he do that with Jude also, right?
Bro, they doing that with everybody, bro.
Jeez,
Rudiger, I love
jeez,
they just this is needs to be investigated. This is
Jesus,
negotiations on another level. This
Jesus,
Perez needs to
Jesus.
teach this negotiation master class. You
No,
know,
but you see, what's funny though is that I don't think that they're gonna be like strong for another maybe 2 3 years. Um, I, yeah, I mean,
who
listen,
Real Madrid are not going to be
yeah,
strong.
yeah, I mean, Ancelotti's leaving. Who's coming in? I mean, listen, if you believe who do you believe the winners are this
Uh, Xavi Alonso, bro, he's upgrading Frimpong or Trent. You'd rather have Trent. Like, bro, like what? You know, this is going to, we're going to hear it's a cross from Trent, Mbappe goal, you know, like, you know, or Vinicius. But those guys are going to be like
I mean,
enjoying.
listen, we'll see, we'll see. I think um, I don't see them dominating um, for a long time because I mean the Barca team has also been doing well, and then in Europe, there's teams that are getting stronger and stronger in Europe. I mean, listen, we laugh about Chelsea, Man United, and Tottenham in terms of the leagues they're in, but like if you look at how far English teams have progressed across Europe,
Yeah.
that's something very commendable to be looking at. So I just have a feeling that Trent for him, this is great. Do your thing, Trent. I love you, bro. But the success he might be seeking might not be all you think is gonna be.
I
Okay,
need
dude.
a
Okay.
violin. It sounds
Okay,
very,
dude.
very salty. Like,
That guy, he's gonna be passing to. They're gonna score as many goals as they want there in Spain, but when it comes to
yeah.
Europe, they're gonna see dust.
So I heard even Lamine Yamal wants to now play on the left side because he wants to play straight. Those guys are gonna skin him though. I think versus the small teams, in La Liga,
Yeah,
it'll be great. We'll see some great assists from Trent, but
yeah,
like we all know that Real Madrid right now. Let me just tell you the La Liga standings real quick.
yeah.
And I think in terms of like um uh one of their problems is defending. They've
Dude, like
conceded.
those guys are defending with like it's more than a makeshift back four. I don't even know what to call it anymore.
Yeah. It's been like even Ancelotti has played even like the likes of like they've had obviously to move from Carvajal. They tried Lucas Vasquez. They tried like
Yeah,
even Valverde has played there.
exactly, exactly,
So it's just like I don't know if that's going to solve Real Madrid's problems. Defensively having Trent in there.
exactly. Defensively, Trent is not the answer. But
Yeah.
for Trent, you can understand why for Trent this is a great move. I mean, every time you hear a player sign for Real Madrid, they always talk about, oh my God, this really is the biggest club. As soon as he arrives, he's going to get an Audi, something like that,
Yep.
house. So like it's the dream. It's the dream for any footballer. But like, let's see. Let's see what happens on the pitch. It's going to be
Mm,
crazy.
mhm. If you let's take it back to Liverpool now. Who's your Trent Alexander replacement, bro?
That's a really, really, really tough one. I don't have a replacement for Trent. You don't have a replacement per se, but you want to sign somebody who is an established player because Conor Bradley is the we're
Who?
building him up,
Connor
so he
who?
can't be the replacement. Listen to these guys.
Ah,
Listen to these
bro.
guys.
It's gonna be a different Liverpool. I hope you're enjoying your trophy this year because this is the year when it should have been Nottingham Forest trophy in my opinion, but whatever. It
What?
was It's the year when there was no competition. That's when Liverpool won the Premier League.
Your United fans will always find a way to hate on Liverpool's triumph, man. Seriously.
Bro, there was no competition. Come on, man. Like what? 15-point gap. Like
Okay,
us.
but like
No,
we did our bit. We got 82 points, right? If
yeah.
I mean we won't win the last three games, but if we were to win the last three games, that would put us on what 89, right?
Yeah.
What am I saying? No,
Let's
90,
let's see.
82 plus 9. Yeah, 91 points.
91 points if you win all.
Exactly. That'll put us on 91 points, which would have been like a Premier League winning season in maybe like what? At least five out of like all of the Premier
Ooh.
League seasons that have taken
City
place.
City won it with 91 last year.
You see what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
did our bit. It's not our fault that you guys are trash. It really is not our fault that you guys are trash.
I hate to
So
hear
I
it.
mean, even if we lose all our games, right, and we finish on 82, where we are right now,
Yeah.
Man United once won the league with 75 points.
What are you trying to say?
We will not be the most trash Premier League winners in history. That's what I'm trying to say.
Uh,
That title belongs to Manchester
yeah.
United.
No, but the gap between first and second is laughable, bro. This is
I
not
don't
a
want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. Why? No, but wait. In the COVID season, 2019, 2020, when we first won it, the gap to Man City was also pretty large. There, I think we walked it. Like we really walked it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. City had 81 points and you had 99 points.
Imagine
Yeah.
18 point, and like we walked that. Crazy, crazy.
Damn.
So you guys are just hating because your teams are doing bad. I mean, I get it. It sucks. It really sucks. But it's not our fault.
Have your moment. The decline for Liverpool starts next season. I
I'm just
I
saying.
I I I, I try to hear what you're gonna say, but Conor Bradley at
No, no,
right,
no. Conor Bradley is going to be the backup to somebody. So we need to bring in someone who.
you need to bring it. Okay. I hear you. What about it? So did you guys lock down also Mo Salah, right? Extended, right? And
Virgil
uh
extended.
what about
So I
Allison?
mean, Allison is left with a year after this. So next season will be, I think, his final is either final year or final 2 years. So that's why Muhammad Ashvili coming in will be interesting because obviously we know Kelleher's going. Kelleher's going to go this window.
Mhm.
So it'll be Ashvili coming in with Allison. So that's going to be interesting how that dynamic plays out with the two first choice goalkeepers being there. But I suspect next year might be Allison's last season with us because he's not going to do 2 seasons as a backup goalkeeper, or Ashvili's not going to do 2 seasons as a backup goalkeeper. You get me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, 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 yeah.
so
You
we're
know,
resigned to that fact.
something I'm also curious about is what's happening with the Chiesa dude, bro. Well, you guys got Chiesa, and then he's never taken. Like, what's going on?
Bro, that's one of the saddest stories right now about club. I don't know why Slot hates that guy.
They say
Um,
Man United ruins players, but you guys ruin players, bro. Like, what's going on?
no, Slot just doesn't like playing that guy. So I don't know. I mean, he said in the interview these last couple of games he's going to be putting guys on not trial, but he's going to be showcasing the players who haven't been. I don't think Chiesa's going to move. Chiesa's not going to move anywhere. But he needs to get a run in the game in the team. But yeah, this season, man, this transfer window coming up is going to be interesting for us because I don't see him moving, but he needs to get some game time.
Mm,
This man
yeah.
says Chiesa doesn't like Liverpool, but you see, if he doesn't like Liverpool, then he's like he has the greatest poker face ever. Because if you see that guy, he celebrates everything. He's on the bench and we win a tackle and he'll jump up and down. If other players score, he's not one of those guys who sulks. Like I love that about him. He's one of the best Irish you've ever
Ah,
seen. He's really really great. So I'm like dying for him to get that more game time, but we'll see. In these last 3 games, um, I'm not sure he'll play against Arsenal because we're either going to get trumped, we're going to get trounced there,
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
we're going to field a strong team and try and like at least like spare our blushes. So I don't see him playing
Wait.
against
We
Arsenal.
have Arsenal next, and then Brighton.
Brighton, then Palace. Those could all be L's. All
So,
L's, I'm telling you.
so why were we doing some math, adding 82 plus 9, bro?
For the fun of it. For fun.
Get out of here.
To test out.
F you, bro. Shit. He was confident at the beginning of the call, the stream, and then he's like, "We're gonna get pumped by us by
We're
Arsenal."
gonna get pumped by Arsenal, and then I mean, okay, we have to win on the last day because that's the day we're lifting the trophy. So sorry for Palace, but we have to win. But
Yeah.
Brighton and
I,
Arsenal,
I I
two
watched
L's.
I did a watch along for the Chelsea Liverpool game. You guys just don't have motivation, bro. It's like why would you bust your ass for like for nothing? A competition you've already won, you know?
But also like it just goes to show like how um the fringe players, if I can call them that, but the guys who are sort of like trying to burst into the team, they don't the quality is the drop off in quality from first team to them is like really 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 distinct. That coupled with the fact that the likes of Jota unfortunately is low on confidence right now. I've never seen Jota miss as many like
Yeah, you
goal
guys
score
also
opportunities
got
as
us quiet
possible.
this year, you know. You're right.
Yeah. So things like that, things like the fact that Gerald Kwanzaa then can't get on the ball, Harvey Elliott isn't getting on the ball, Endo, there was no like cohesion in that starting midfield. So it was interesting. I mean, I really thought we were going to play a lot poorer than we did. 3-1 is very flattering to Chelsea. In some regard, 2-1 would have been fair. Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. The guys who need to play should be playing. Like
This is
he's
not Linkster, this is not being talked about enough. Jota is a flop this season, bro. He doesn't even have 10 GA in the Premier
yeah,
League.
yeah, yeah. But
Ah,
he's been like really, really, really. He's had like a really poor season. He's been low on confidence. His injury really derailed him because I think he was just picking up a head of steam, and then he got injured again. Round about the same time as Cody Gakpo, and
it's
Cody
yeah,
Gakpo has found himself, but Jota hasn't.
he's look so upfront. This guy's just quietly flopping and nobody's talking about it.
Bruh. He's low on confidence, dog. I've never seen Jota low on confidence ever. It's crazy. The guy's been missing sitters. Like if
Wow.
Darwin Nunes wasn't doing what Darwin Nunes was doing,
Yeah.
we would be looking at Jota more seriously. It's that
Damn.
bad.
Damn,
You see
man.
Darwin Nunes has missed that yesterday. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
That's
That
one
would
guy.
mean it's always he misses like all the easy chances, and then he'll have the odd like
That guy is being offered with every other player leaving the club. Hey, we'll sell you Joe Gomez, and you can have Darwin Nunes if you like. Oh,
there's even a rumor that Darwin Nunes spent some time with Lily Phillips, and he couldn't score.
imagine.
Anyway, but I know you're at work. So any last words, bro, for Trent, or anything that we've talked about? Are you gonna win the dub? Are you gonna defend your title next season? Let's talk about that.
Listen, I would like to be on the first football power of next season, or the one right after the transfer window closes, and then I'll say boldly where I think we're going to finish, and I'll stand by it. Right now, I can't confidently say we're going to defend the title. I'm going to say we're going to be.
Get out of here. Man doesn't have chest. I gotta wait till the transfer window. Get out! Kick out of the studio, man. In fact, let me kick him from. There you go. Shout out to my man Linkster. I kicked him out the studio. Oh Lord. Oh man. That's the guy I was trying to tell Joe about. That when I was saying this guy, I grew up with it. Like the first, when you're like 9 years old, 10, 11, like learning how to like really like play like on the street. For me, we're playing on the street on a dusty road, and there's a vlog actually where I show that guy's house, and it's right next door to my house, and I show where we used to like put bricks to be goalposts, and we'd be playing barefoot. And then unfortunately, he had to be a Scouser. When it was time to pick teams, he picked Liverpool, and I was like, waste. He stopped being best friend that day. So big up to him anyway. Shout out to anybody that's tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. We're talking about Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving Liverpool, and he's not sad or angry or feeling like he's been betrayed or anything like that. So more power to him. Bring back Linkster. He looks like them. I'm gonna tell him that. I'm gonna tell him. Oh gosh. The link is in the chat if anybody wants to chime in. And we can talk about some of the news that's been going on. By the way, shout out to Young Papi saying that was a great, great Sinvin. Let's talk to Professor Omo Solo.
Hey, 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Listen, what's supposed to happen with Trent is supposed to happen. When you wait through all three of your best player contract run out at the same time, what do you think was gonna happen? All their contracts run out at the same day.
So you know what the thing is, like the way when he was talking, I was feeling like how like my friend AK who supports Chelsea, when Hazard was saying, look, this is nothing personal, Chelsea. I've always wanted to go to Real Madrid. It's like Real Madrid does this to people.
Hazard was different though. It's not like they're a youth player. This was like you come from the academy player.
Sure.
Just think of it as Rashford is leaving when he got the double, when he was playing well around that PSG era.
Yeah.
Imagine like he's leaving at that time. Imagine like Greenwood was leaving at that time in his prime. What other youth play? What other youth play do we have coming? I don't know. Scholes. Imagine Scholes or Giggs said they're leaving. It's different. When a youth player leaving, like when Ronaldo left, like it was like, oh, we're gonna miss him, but like we go on. But like this is my academy player you watch grow, and you just say I'm leaving on a free. That's the annoying part. On a free. Like Ronaldinho, he's Ronaldinho boy club in Brazil. They don't like him there because he left on a free. They said like you sign a contract before you go to PSG, I believe. I forgot the team before he went there. They said sign a contract, said no, and he left on a free. It's the same thing. Like, bro, you're living on a free. That's why they don't like him. And
he should have like done I'm extending and then ask Real Madrid to pay, you know what I mean, or something.
Real
Like,
Madrid didn't want to pay. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Do you sign the extension and Real Madrid might or might not pick you up, or just leave right now since you're not getting the contract you want? Because also, why you think Cunha is so expensive? Because Cunha signed an extension. Is why he's so expensive right now. Cunha was cheap. Before this, he was cheap. He was like 30. He was like 30 million. We could get him. His contract was low. His contract was like 70. Now his contract is 200. He signed a new one because we're after him. So now when he comes to United, we're gonna pay him like 200, 250.
Yeah.
So imagine Trent getting 300 or 280. But you don't want to pay that.
Yeah.
But you don't want to pay that. I mean, you're paying an incentive like, oh, you win the league, bonus. You win Champions League, bonus. Copa del Rey, bonus. They bonus you up. And like in the Premier League, we pay you up one time. Here, take your money. Friday payday, here, get your money. That's the EPL. And so that's why when people say EPL pay their players. EPL pay their players. Everywhere you go is incentive and bonus.
I'm curious right now what, say for example, Jude Bellingham's salary is. Let's see.
300 or something.
Wow. Salary per week, Jude Bellingham, 330.
Hey, that's not mind in the bonus. that's not mind in the bonus.
Yeah, it's a little cheat code, honestly, that Real Madrid are doing, because like that also feeding off of that legacy. If there's any like young talent that's good in like Brazil or whatever, they want to if Real Madrid calls.
It was slacking so far because Chelsea is ahead.
Yeah. Well, what are you saying? You mean like Chelsea's recruitment?
Chelsea's ahead when it comes to those youth players. Real Madrid's behind. They gotta catch up. But the way Chelsea are moving, you're not catching up to them. This sound like every young hot upcoming properties they already signed them. So it's like you gonna catch up or not? Like for example, over here it says, let me put it in USD. That's the only thing that matters right now. Kylian Mbappe 685, Alaba 493,000 by the way, Vinny 456, Jude Bellingham 456, Emma Valverde 365. And let's go down. Other goal at 114. Edric 91. Listen, Trent is getting 200 plus when they come here. Guarantee 200 plus.
And how does that compare to his current salary at Real Madrid, at Liverpool? Sorry,
I do not know.
He's 180 is what he earns right now.
He wants 300. He's getting 300 when he come here. He's getting 300. That's it. I knew it was fine for some wild. He's getting 300.
It's a win-win for Trent.
Yeah, he's getting 300.
And his agent is gonna get the signing on bonus, signing on fee as well.
and they get to sell jerseys. Listen, it's a win-win.
Yeah. So you think he'll be a success at Real Madrid?
Yeah, he'll be. If they get a proper manager, he'll be a success because that old man gotta go.
Xavi Alonso is probably the
Xavi Alonso is number one.
You think he will get the best out of Trent?
Let's see, Xavi Alonso. Let's see how he use Teller. It depends if the players come back healthy, but I could see him getting the. I would say get the best out of Trent. I would say get the best out of what's his name, Jude Bellingham. He's gonna evolve Jude Bellingham. The Jude Bellingham we see now is not it. He's gonna be a better Jude Bellingham.
So I like that you're a tactical. So what is Xavi Alonso's like system at Leverkusen, and how would
Leverkusen he played two formation, 4-2-3-1. Okay. He played 4-3-3. He also plays three at the back, 3-2, pretty much similar to what Amran is doing, but a better version of it.
That's three formations, but okay.
Yeah, it's three, and it ended up coming three formation. The thing is, Jude Bellingham is gonna play the Florian Wirtz role. Okay. Free roaming, playmaker, free roaming could dribble, can shoot. He's gonna give free reign. He's gonna make him better than what he is the year they won the Champions League.
Okay.
Just put him in. Just put him in the middle of the park. Put 2 players behind him. That's it. What I'm thinking is, if they get Xavi Alonso, what he would do on the right hand side, because you have Frimpong, which is I'm bombing down. I don't need no help. I'm gonna go down the line. I'm gonna cross the ball. Now, who's gonna do that for them? Who's gonna go down that right hand side? Like I'm gonna go there and do it to myself. Get out of my way.
Yeah,
And again, the left back. They have no left back that could cross. In Leverkusen, he had Alex Grimaldo.
Grimaldo, yeah.
Grimaldo just whooping it crosses. How
Yeah.
you gonna do that? Like how will he make that work? Because Mendy cannot do it. Alaba's feet is gone. That's the part I'm seeing. And players gotta come back healthy because they have a hella injury crisis. For Federico Valverde, that's a bonus. Tchouaméni and Camavinga, I don't know. One of them will get sold.
Yeah. They haven't really like lit it up per se. By the way, Madrid are pushing for Saliba too, apparently, says Compost.
Yeah, that link was loud last year. It was loud last year that it died down when this year started.
Jeez.
And they get Saliba, that's sort of the whole defense. That's sort of the whole defense.
Well,
Gabriel is better.
Before I let you go, sir, I want to make sure we also talk about the other thing that's in the news that Mason Greenwood is keen on a return to the Premier League.
Who sent those sources? Because me on my Twitter, I block every ITK.
This one is from United exclusive. This is like
let's have some fun with it. I don't believe it. This is the only part where this is where I will talk about it. Because on my timeline, I block all of it.
Yeah.
So let's have some fun.
Yeah.
If Greenwood come back, we should be the first one to get him.
Before we even talk about it, can you tell me? Because I know that like he started off really well with De Zerbi, and then like Greenwood FC sort of quieted down. I don't know. Is he like bad now or like?
No,
I don't know.
No. What happened is they had an issue with each other, Greenwood and De Zerbi.
No way.
Yeah, they had an issue. De Zerbi was benching Greenwood. Yes, De Zerbi was benching him.
This doesn't look good on Greenwood resume though. What?
Hey, it's like it's those players like Cassano back in the day. Like when you're so good, you can't tell me nothing because I'm so talented. But like when you have the talent and don't put in the hard work, it's like Mitchell match of style. So like the manager, like, yo, put in the hard work. And like I'm talented. Like he is talented. His star boy, but like I don't want to put in the hard work. So De Zerbi had an issue with him not putting in the hard work in that. It's not only him, it's also some other players as well, because he really because he went through at the back as well. Before after the international break, he went through at the back. And like these players, they became mercenaries. So like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to what I did at Brighton, which is further back, which has recently picked up a couple of wins in a row. But he had issue with Greenwood and some other players sooner down the line, around from January to I'll say April or March. He had issue with Greenwood. Even Greenwood got benched. Greenwood was on the bench. And when Greenwood came and saved him and gave him a draw, bench him the next game again. Like, because like they had issue, but they solved it out so far. Right now it's solved, and Greenwood is starting, no issue.
But why would you bench him? Look, this is league top scorers this season, and he's second with 18. Yeah. Dembele has got 21. And look,
he might get first. Him and John David, because Dembele is quote unquote injured.
Oh, really?
Yeah, quote unquote injured. That's why Arsenal fans are happy.
Hold on. This is not just something you just slide in there. Like if Dembele is injured, Arsenal has a chance, bro.
Yeah, that's why I saw people were hype because Dembele was injured. You have to be following the timeline. Listen, if you follow to the timeline, you will see how the fan base are act. Arsenal fan are hype because Dembele.
No. Compo said Dembele said he was okay.
Okay. Because it was a report that said Dembele was quote unquote injured, and Arsenal fans were hyped. Right after the game. So because again he didn't play that game.
Say what? What? No way, no, no. Dembele, let's hope Dembele is fine. Pray for Dembele, guys.
They
No,
lost their last game. I forgot who they played against.
um, I can look it up. But let's see, man. This
Don't
is
worry,
not
I'll
good. This
find
is not
this.
good.
I didn't reset my computer.
But
Some
PSG doesn't matter who they play against because they're
no,
already
it doesn't matter because the whole
they, they, they
everything
got
runs
beat
out
by
of midfield.
Strasbourg
Yes,
2-1. Yes,
'cause-
on Saturday.
and
And
yeah,
this
Dembele
probably
didn't play that game.
and this was probably that first loss of the
Yeah, they
season.
yeah they had Dembele as injured. They wrote him down as injured for that game, doubtful. So quote unquote he can play. So he will play the next game.
Yeah, no, he's training with the team. He's training with the team today.
Oh,
Yale
okay,
I trust Yale as well. Not that
okay,
I doubt Kenny Fan TV. Yale and Compose got the exclusives.
okay. So that changes everything. Then you see new information.
Yeah, bro. Please. You gotta verify these things almost before you say them so confidently, bro. But anyway, so now back to Greenwood. And we're saying that, like you were saying that, yeah, he might end up being top goal scorer, etc., etc. You know, and I'm surprised by the issue that you brought up, that you're saying that he had a rift with the manager, and that just, for me, that doesn't bode well on a player. If you're going to be beefing with your manager, you're supposed to just put your head down and work hard. What if we bring
And
him
that,
back
that
to Man United?
and that's the good thing. Like he ended up doing that, putting his head down and follow what the manager said. And now he's been
Yeah,
playing consistent minute ever since then. But like
yeah,
that to me shows like, okay, change in character.
yeah,
So that because again, there's like it was not looking good for both of them. The Zerbi was losing a bunch of matches. He wasn't playing. The whole
yeah,
team wasn't doing well. But he went back to the formation to what he did at Brighton, and he realized like, yo, this threat the back end for me. He doesn't live that life. The
mm,
4-2-3-1, and he's playing football again.
yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
But should he come back? Listen, we should have first dib on that guarantee because again, that's a generational talent.
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't care what people say. I'm looking at the football, and that's all that matters. Because again, if he doesn't come to us, listen, you'll regret it again. Because listen, he slaved himself at Getafe. I won't say suffer. He slaved himself at Getafe because they
yeah,
were playing some of the most haram football. It will make Jose Mourinho look like a god. Their football was so bad, and
yeah.
he was scoring from nonsense. That's how bad their football was. That he was scoring out of nothing. So to me, I'm like, just bring him over here. Let's get the show on the road because we
I
still have a lot more things to go. We don't listen. We don't know what's gonna happen in the summer. If they're gonna stick with Amron or not. So many shit. So
No,
many.
they will. They will. It'll be foolish not to stick with Amarim, but
Listen. The whiteboard is already out for Amron. The whiteboard is out. I think I will give him time. The whiteboard is out for him already because the way he's doing his sloppiness.
this guy and his white boy. We
And
haven't seen this in a
you know how
while.
you know how simple my whiteboard is. My whiteboard is what you did at Sporting, what you did
Yeah.
here. I'm gonna compare you to your past self. I'm not adding my 2 cents to it. I'm gonna compare you to your past self. I'm like, what are you doing, sir?
Big up, Omo. Shout out to the professor, man. This summer, I'm sure the whiteboard will be featuring a lot, so look out for that. Yeah, it's interesting. He says we need Greenwood. If he comes to the Premier League, we should get first dibs on him. Where do you stand on this? The link is in the chat, by the way. If you want to chime in on this conversation, we can also laugh at the scousers that are burning Trent Alexander-Arnold t-shirts. There are some that are actually doing that, and it's I get it. It's some people feel like they've been betrayed. Where do you stand on this? How do you feel about it? Let's talk to Kenny Fan TV. What's up, Kenny?
Big what's good, boss? How you doing, my friend? How you doing?
Chilling, bro. It's a Monday, man. Trying to forget the weekend. I don't care about the loss over the weekend.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't really care about the loss. I mean, I mean, like no one. I mean, no one wants to lose in the Premier League, of course. But as a fan base, we have to realize one thing, that the Europa League is our bread and butter.
Come on. That definitely helps to cope with the results if you think that way. But there's
I
some
mean,
people that are like, look at
let's
how
just
the
be
Stars
honest,
have
though.
fallen, you know?
Let's
Yeah.
just be honest, bro. Like, I mean, to be honest, I thought we actually played all right. I mean, 4-3 is kind of a respectable scoreline, because like we had like our makeshift young academy players
Mhm.
playing three at the back, like Fredrickson, Harry Amas, and then Kobe Menu,
Yeah.
trying to get back to his fitness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's basically like he's just trying to make changes. He's trying to rest key players like Bruno,
Yeah.
Mazarawi, and yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, because obviously, yeah. It's just on Thursday. Like we have to, like it's just Thursday, and on 21st of May final. So that's just it for me.
I like it. The 21st. Book the calendar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like that you know the date of the final. So we have to be there. We have to be there.
Yeah, of course,
Um,
of course.
let's shift the conversation to Trent or Greenwood. Which one do you wanna talk about?
Um, you know what, bots. You know what, bots. Like as I would like to get Greenwood back. But like unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna come back to us, because the club don't want him back. And yeah, man, he's doing well. He's doing well abroad, in my honest opinion.
Surely,
And
can you? There's a moment though we have to like put things in the past. Do you think this is for life, or like
bro, bro,
there has-
bots, do not get me wrong. I would like to get Mason Greenwood back to United, but like Mason Greenwood, it's just up to a player. Like I said this before, it's just up to a player whether he wants to come back.
yeah.
Or if he joins Liverpool Football Club, I will be mad
Ew,
angry.
brother.
I will be
Ew.
mad angry. I will be
What's
mad
that,
pissed.
brother?
I'm
Ew.
sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
no,
I'm
no,
sorry. If I'm sorry. Like if he joins Liverpool, if I speak,
right? Just imagine, or
yeah,
Chelsea, Chelsea like to like do some ridiculous things and
yeah,
sign,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah, and
so
yeah,
you'd
yeah.
rather see
Go on,
him
go on.
at Man United than any other Premier League club. That's what you're saying. I want to clarify that stance, right?
Look,
You, Kenny are
look,
fine.
boys.
Mason coming back.
Look, bots. I as much as I said before, as much as I would love to have Mason Greenwood back at United. I'm also happy to actually let him stay abroad, because you
Yeah.
know because like Mason Greenwood said himself, he wants to live his life abroad, in my honest opinion. and
Sure.
and
Sure.
and like I don't know where's this source coming from. Can Greenwood come back to Premier League? These days, boss, I don't trust the source, man. I only trust on like David Ornstein, Fabrizio Romano, or maybe
Yeah.
or maybe that Florianton Platterberg, or
Yeah. Yeah.
literally literally those like sources.
So I hear you. But like this is not, like this is like one of those stories that sometimes the stuff that the Fabrizios and Einsteins end up talking about it appears on the tabloids as well. Like there can be a story up from like the Sun or something that has some truth to it. A lot of times is BS, and you gotta skim through the BS to find the actual like true
I
story.
don't
So
even, you know what, boss. Now
yeah,
nowadays is I don't even like scroll up like
yeah,
Twitter. Like I
yeah,
don't even search. Like most of them are like kind of ITKs. That's
mm,
like I don't even trust one
yeah.
bit.
Yeah, they are wannabe ITKs. That's really what it is. But sure.
um,
The last conversation, last talking point is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Real quick, how do you feel about this? Do you think it's going to be a success? Is it a good move for Trent? Is it what do you stand on it? Or
I
you're like,
think I actually think, in my honest opinion, since January, Trent
"Mm,
Alexander-Arnold's mind was on Real Madrid. So he got his wish. He got his wish, and like I knew, like I know for a fact that like it will be it will be hard for him to leave Liverpool, but also at the same time, his mind was to go at Real Madrid, and
mhm.
I mean, do I really care less about Liverpool fans burning Trent Alexander-Arnold jerseys and all that? I don't really care. Let them burn. It's their thing, you know. I don't really care.
Let them burn. It's that thing," he says. Big up, Kenny. Let's go to wrap up. Shout out to Yale, by the way, saying, "Take this one with a large hand of salt." Huge breaking. Glazer family notified Ineos of intention to sell their shares of the club. They are open for offers. An unknown private. Yale, don't play with me now. We're gonna take this one with a wheelbarrow of salt, not a hand of salt. What? Nah. Let's not. The sauces, trust me, bro. Yale, you'll face the wheel of justice. Do not say stuff like this when it's not verified. Let's go to wrap up. Big up, wrap up.
Walk on.
Bro, we're
Walk
here,
on.
bro. We're here. Did you hear what Yale just said? What I just read out? That's crazy. If that's
There's some truth to that. I've seen that as well. There's some truth to that. Ratcliffe has been fighting. There's some truth to it, yeah. Don't be surprised when Muppeteers bring it up as well. Because I said to you before, they're trying to figure out a way because they don't even have first refusal yet. So they're trying to engineer a way so they can at least have first refusal so they can take the shares off them. Right now, they haven't even got that. That's why the deal was so poor in the first place. And they're going to need some Saudi um, investment as well because, they're broke billionaires as well. So you're going to need some Saudi help as well. That's what's going on. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. That's the only
wow.
way they can get the Glazers out. It's the only way they can get the Glazers out at the moment.
Yeah, man. I mean, if that actually is, if what you're saying is
That's
truthful,
his plan. That's what he's trying to do. If it happens, it happens. It don't. It don't. That's what it
yeah,
is.
yeah. Word. Okay. All right. We'll keep an eye open for this as it develops. I'm sure it's gonna be the bigger fish, like the bigger tier, top tier journalists will start speaking on it if it's true. But there's a question for you in the chat, bro. Apparently, you need to send some apologies to Garnacho for scoring and assisting. Will
What
you do?
apology? There's no need to send any apologies. Do it when it matters. Not a goal, one goal in 30 games. Get out of here, man.
Come on, has Garnacho been
Garnacho
terrible?
had a decent performance. I'm not taking it away from him, but there was no pressure on that game. And all you've proven to me is that you're 1 in 5. That is not good. He's a bench player still. You are what you do the majority of the time. And the majority of the time, you should be on the bench.
Damn.
That's what Garnacho should be. SLD's trolling. I know he is, isn't he? So,
Okay.
cool.
Okay.
But you see the difference between Garnacho and Ahmad?
But you see, even Corner has a point. He's saying you're being harsh on the kid, bro. He's not even
Oh,
trying.
it's all the age thing. So,
No,
Ahmad
bro,
didn't get
but
that
it's
age
true.
thing.
His age.
Ahmad didn't get that age thing.
Ahmad
Forget
is
the
old.
age thing. Yeah, and that's
No.
my point. When he was young, nobody said, "Oh, the age for him." He went on loan, and he's better than Garnacho. He was better then when he first came into the club, and he's better now. And he went on loan. Secondly, this obsession with Garnacho is funny. Listen, he had a good game yesterday, but the game meant nothing. We still lost. Do
So
it when
yeah,
it matters. That's all I care about. And get your price up if you
Corner,
leave.
Corner wants to say something here. Let's hear
I just like I've been critical of Garnacho in the past, but I've reevaluated my position and I
I
realise
don't
I'm
think
wrong for
for my
being
opinion.
critical of him. He
Well,
has shown up. He has shown up in big games when it's mattered.
True.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree.
All right.
I don't agree.
Hey, Botswana, do you know this competition we're in right now? Do you know what it's called? The European one.
Yes, Europa League.
All right. How did we get into the Europa League? Just a thought.
Oh,
Was it when we won the FA Cup?
We won the FA Cup last year, and that was our.
Oh right. Who scored the first goal?
Yes, but again, that's a weak. Again, that's a weak argument. That's a weak argument.
Do you remember in this? Was it the quarterfinals of the?
That's a weak argument.
Who got the assist?
That's a weak argument. I'm gonna let you.
No. It's calm if you just can't debate it. It's fine. Just say that.
Yeah, he's just debating by shouting and saying that.
Because do you remember the quarterfinal against Liverpool at Old Trafford? Do you remember when it's 3-3 tied in extra time?
Yes.
Do you remember who assisted the goal on the break to help Manchester United get to the semi-final? Do you remember who assisted? I can't remember. Oh, was it Garnacho? Oh, no, he doesn't show up in big moments. It couldn't have been him. No, it can't have been him. Do you remember in the Lyon match who got an assist? I'm just trying to think who got an assist in the Lyon match that we won 5-4.
Ooh, Alejandro Garnacho.
It was Alejandro Garnacho, but brilliant answer again. You're 3 for 3 here. Joe, like it's
3 games
this season where we needed him. Has he shown up?
3 games.
3 games.
No,
1 in 30.
Wrap up. At the beginning, you said that
amazing.
You said he doesn't show up at all.
The bar is on the.
Saying he doesn't show up at all. And then saying
Listen. I'm not arguing. You can be a fanboy. The bar is in hell. 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 I don't mean you can argue. You can argue amongst yourselves. I don't care if that's what you think the standard is. The bar is in hell. The bar is in hell. Include so many people.
If you think tearing down kids before
the bar is in hell.
You're the one that.
The bar is in hell. That's what I've got to say. Continue this loving of Garnacho.
Help prove your point.
Of Garnacho is funny to me. Play well, get your price up, and get sold or be on the bench. You're a bench player at best. I
have a question because this bothers me a lot with this fan base. Why is it when you?
Sorry, Rick, I just interject. Sorry, Bots, I'm joining on my PC. I'm going to leave the studio. Can you bring me back in?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Why, when somebody gives a player their flowers for doing something, it's you're glazing them, you're in love with them, you're this, the other, the third. You're just giving them their flowers for what they've contributed to the team.
Well,
you know what I mean?
All,
it's not about wait. I'm not done. Give me a minute. It's not about glazing. It's not about loving the player. It's just actually being a fan that's actually seeing what's going on and commending an individual. Why does it have to be the extreme? Why does it always have to be the extreme? It's either one or the other. It's either you have to hate a player, or if you don't hate a player, you love this player.
Now, this is why I said Bots asked me the question. I said he had a good game, but there was nothing on the game. Yes. Did I not say that? Don't
then you called him a bench player.
Let me land. Okay. Yeah, I said there was nothing on the game. Do it when it matters. That's all That's all I'm getting at. And then I said his actual record, because people like to refer to GA. That is he got a goal in about 30 games, bro.
Yeah, but nobody's talking about But wrap up. Nobody's talking about GA here.
No, but
nobody's talking about GA. You made a comment and you said do it when it matters. Connor came in and dispelled that. He dispelled that because he has done it when it mattered. He has stepped up when it mattered.
How many games are there in the season?
So you can't move the goalpost. No, stop. You can't move the goalpost because you made that comment. You said
How
do
many
it when it
games, but how many
mattered.
players on the pitch?
When it
Just
mattered was
Nacho, I
in the
guess.
FA Cup. Right. When it mattered was in the FA Cup and he did it. When it
And
mattered is in the
where was
Europa
in the
League
league?
and he did it. So you're
Where was
saying
in the league though? Was
but
it
what
a
I'm
good
saying, that's what I'm
season?
saying. But now you're moving the goalposts because now you're like,
That's
where
not
was
even
it
the
when he was in the
Yeah.
league?
The
What
whole
happens when people
encompassing
lose
thing
a
still
debate?
matters.
He is not the only player that's been shitting the bed in the league, bro.
I agree with you, but my point still stands.
I
All
get your
I'm saying
point, but
is
what I'm
let's not
saying, you
overhype
can.
it now
But
and do this thing again.
two things can be right because Connor came in and Connor was only dispelling that particular statement that you made, which was do it when it matters.
Yeah.
So Connor has actually made a point because he has been doing it when it matters. Because everybody is legitimately written off the league at this point.
Yeah.
Every fan that I've heard has said, you know what, the league is dead.
Of
We
course it's
focusing
dead.
on Europa. Right. No, but are you listening to me? So if that's the case, he is doing it when it matters. He's doing it in the Europa now. He's giving the assists. He's playing with her the way he needs to play. He's passing the ball because I even said it yesterday, Bots, didn't I? I said he's in the last couple of games, he's really been passing the ball more than he's been trying to score.
Yeah, we did speak on that yesterday too.
In the Europa League, Alejandro Garnacho has 5 goal contributions. 4 of them have been assists. In that competition, he's passing the ball and doing what he needs to do.
Exactly, and that speaks to, if you're going to make the statement, do it when it matters. He is currently doing it when it matters.
Okay, he's doing it when it matters. He's showing it all across the season. Consistent. The greatest winger.
Now you're moving the goalposts. Now because the conversation is about doing it when it matters. And if we're saying that the Europa is the only thing that matters at this point, then he's doing it when it matters.
Okay, like I said, the bar's in hell. Well done to Garnacho.
Okay. Hey.
He sounds like he's convinced, ladies and gentlemen. Viva Garnacho, says Peter.
The bar's in hell. That's all I'm saying. But well done to him. The bar's in hell, though. But well done to him.
I wouldn't say
I am not here. I'm not saying that to say, oh yes, we need to keep him or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. We're addressing certain statements. We're not going beyond that. And that's the problem with some of these debates. You take what Connor says and you narrate it to say now, oh, Connor is saying, oh yes, let's keep Garnacho. Let's not sell him. Oh yes, he's not a bench player. That's not what Connor is saying. Connor is saying you made a statement and these are the facts that dispel that statement. So let's stay on topic. And now you're turning and say, oh, the bar is in hell. The bar's been in hell. The bar's been in hell for every player on this team. The bar's been in hell for the team itself. The bar's been in hell. So that's kind of a general statement.
My point is let's not overhype it again.
Nobody's overhyping anything. We're speaking on the current.
And then everyone goes, oh, why is he still in the squad? Next season we'll go on again. Why is he still here? We should have sold him. My thing is, well done yesterday. He had a good performance yesterday, but I'm not getting giddy over it. That's what I'm saying. That's essentially my overall point. He had a good performance yesterday, not getting giddy. And you know, Bots, I said to you what I said yesterday. The thing still, you know what I said to you yesterday.
Yes.
Remember what I said to you yesterday? And it still stands, isn't it? Because his body of work right now is looking, and I know how this fan base gets.
I hear it. I want to make sure that damn, look at how time flies. We're already almost at the hour mark. But there's this interview that Garnacho and Kobe Mainoo were giving in Sky Sports. I might even probably get a copyright strike for this, but I haven't watched it. But I was just like, oh, let's see what happens if we watch it.
How would you describe?
Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
That's video's been out for a few days, isn't it? That one. This one is it?
I have not seen it.
Scroll down a little bit. 3 days. It's not that old.
Okay, let's see it.
Your friendship with each other.
Say it's grown. Obviously, when he first came, he couldn't speak so much English, so it's hard to have a relationship then. But now it's definitely grown as we played together and won the Youth Cup and stuff, and then now since we're in the first team together.
Alejandro?
Yeah, Kobe said we were together. Then we came together to the first team, obviously with the Youth Cup. So yeah, we were together every time. So obviously my English was improving, so we can talk better.
Was Kobe helping you with your English?
Nah, not really.
Just bad words.
Oh, really?
Hold on, Kobe got a deep voice, by the way. I wasn't expecting that, but all right, let's keep moving.
Where'd that come
we
from,
won't go into that
boss?
just now.
What?
Where'd that come from?
No,
I think he's saying based on his age, like his
Based on
age,
his
he's
age
got
and,
he's got a
like,
really, really grown man voice.
yeah, he's growing, bro.
Okay.
I mean, how would you describe each other? Can you tell us an interesting fact about each other?
An interesting fact.
On the game or
No, about each other, whether it's personal, whether it's about your football, anything. What would be an interesting fact you could tell us about Kobe?
Interesting. He has 4 dogs.
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting.
What are the dogs, Alejandro?
So I have two English bulldog. They are very chill, so it's not a problem for the house. Then one Rottweiler is a little bit more, and then a small one, a Pomeranian. Yes, nice. I like.
What are the names?
So 2 bulldogs are Barrows from Prison Break. Freco is my nickname when I was young. Then the Rottweiler is Dart from one series, and Simba, the other one.
Kobe, do you help Alejandro walk the dogs?
No.
So what we're thinking of as well is, as 2 youngsters who've come through the ranks at Manchester United, what's the biggest challenge that you faced here?
Yeah. Obviously, play for Manchester United is a big responsibility, And maybe we are not in the best moment in the club, but you always have to win games or to try to do everything right. And now, for example, we are in a semi-final, and I think for the club it's very important to be on the final and obviously to win the trophy. So it's always demands to be there and to work hard.
Kobe, what are the pressures like in particular on youngsters coming through here?
The pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think all the young players like we did when we come through, we kind of know the weight of the badge and how big the club is. So obviously, you have to try and perform to your best and always work your hardest when you play for a club like this.
How do you?
Am I the only one that's like, is this interviewer like freestyling the questions or like?
Yeah,
It's a
it's gonna happen because the amount of interviews that they do with United anyway, you know. Like they could any mix match and
this is I feel like this is a talking point of United. Like Ruben Amorim's playing the kids now in interviews as well. He's sick of doing interviews, so he's just playing the kids.
Yeah, this interviewer is shit.
It's like go talk about
this is not worth the copyright strike you're gonna get.
Whatever.
Yeah, take it down, boss. Take it down.
Let's just cut this bit out of the stream. Cut this bit out. This
is like a joke of an interview, bro. Like this is PR. This is wrong. Nah, BS. Like what?
This is the type of shit Marcus Rashford would get slaughtered for.
Why do I need to know that Garnacho has 4 dogs? Like that's really, really, really.
I mean, I already know that because I follow him on Instagram. Those dogs are huge, man. Like the British Bulldogs. Oh, those things are huge.
Wow. Yeah, nah. This was it feels like a waste of time. Even now, I'm looking at the comments too. Everybody's just saying, "What a weird interview! What a waste of time! Shocking questions." So this is an interesting fact about was too boring to share or what? Like crazy. Anyway. Yeah, no.
Roll on Thursday. That's what it comes down to. Roll on Thursday, man.
Right. We're gonna give a red card to that interview and say, we're gonna let it rest. But I thought maybe it was give us a little bit more insight and understanding Garnacho or something, and Kobe, but
nah, mate.
Yeah. No, well, big up to 4Pete, by the way. I haven't heard you say a word at all today, so big up yourself and young Poppy as well. Big up to you. 4Pete.
Yeah. What we say?
I know. I was just greeting you and saying big up yourself. Like, we've talked
Oh,
today.
yeah, big up the panel and chat as well. And I'm just seeing this onslaught of fake scousers
His mic's
Burning
moving like
Trent
Man City
shirt.
season.
Yeah.
The audio is a bit mad.
His mic's moving like Man
Yeah.
City season.
Oh,
Just
my
God,
mic's
Jeff.
mad. One sec.
That audio is.
I don't know, but I have to big up the Liverpool fans burning Trent's shirt. Like, I enjoy destruction of Liverpool property as much as the next United fan, and them doing it to themselves is funny.
Yeah, I feel like I could agree with that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Trent made the right choice, moving to a better club, man.
See, if you're Trent right now and you're a free agent and you can move to your choice of clubs, if you had the option between Real Madrid and Barcelona in the current state of the club, which one do you think you'd prefer to go to, Barca or Madrid?
It's straight Madrid, bro.
I'd look at Barca. I like the look of Barca right now.
No, I agree with Connor. Right now, Barca. I think if you're a player that wants to
win
to do something and win something,
free a couple of weeks here and there, like yeah.
I'd give it Barca right now because you look at the way Barca are playing with some of their.
Let me just disconnect and come back 1 sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Madrid right now is going to be very distable, unstable. Because remember, Don Carlo is gone. Who do we know who they're bringing in? Do we know who the new manager is going to be? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So if you're a player that wants to win something in the next 2 years, I would say Barca would be the team to go to.
Also,
Real Madrid is still in Champions League.
With Mbappe and Vinny, that
what is but you see that you're speaking from a fan standpoint. You're not speaking from a professional athlete who wants to win trophies. If you're a professional athlete that wants to win trophies, you're not fanboying off of Vinny and Mbappe. You're legit. You're legit wanting to win trophies, and the situation that Real Madrid is in now with this whole Don Carlo leaving, and you now got to find a new manager, and you have to find a new manager that's gonna come in and have to deal with all these big personalities on that team. Because remember, it's not just Vinny and Mbappe. You got Bellingham, you got Rodrigo, you got some pretty big characters on that team that you're gonna have to work with. So they're gonna have to find a manager that's capable of doing that. And as we know, that's a dying breed. That's a dying breed in this profession now, like legit.
Sure, but
what if Klopp goes to Real Madrid though?
I mean,
what?
Klopp. What if Klopp goes to Real Madrid? Then what?
Klopp's not going. He said he's not going.
But I was saying, if he was gonna go to that would be a perfect.
But Klopp, of course, Klopp is one of those managers that can deal with big players. Definitely, but Klopp said he's not going.
Like, can Klopp deal with those big players the way? Like, I get at Liverpool, like Virgil van Dijk, Mo Salah, Trent. When you look at the players, those three big players that were there under Jurgen Klopp. Were they those big name players before?
But you're forgetting you're forgetting a couple people. Mane, Bobby
Firmino. I was just thinking about those three because those are the less big.
Yeah, but remember when Klopp was managing that team, he had some really big players on that team. So
he's a good manager, Klopp. You can't take away from him. He's a good manager.
Yeah, he is.
But also, for me, I'm feeling like we are sort of under appreciating what Xabi Alonso can bring to Real Madrid.
Alonso. I'm not sure if it goes well for him.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
What sort of formation do you want to play?
He played the back three system.
So
you look at that back three. You look at that back three system. Sorry, bots, but you've got. You're going to have his two wing backs. You're going to have to have the two central attacking midfielders that he's got and his striker. You'd imagine that he's going to try and put Vinny, Rodrigo, and Mbappe in that front three. Who are you having as your two central midfielders? Who are you having on the left? Who are you going to be in your three centre backs? Because Real Madrid's season of centre backs, it's just been woeful. Like, not in a bad way. It's just been consistently injuries for their centre backs. Like.
But
it's not been a great season for them centre back wise. You're going to have to go into the market, get new centre backs. You're going to have to go get new players to play his system, and it's just going to be a total squad overhaul. And are they willing to invest that time in a squad overhaul?
Yeah, because Modric is done. Modric is done. Rudiger is almost on his way out.
You've also got Tushimene, Camavinga. Who else have you got? You've got Ardagula, you've got Endrick. You've got a lot of players in that team that are quite young, but was more signed for the Real Madrid team that they had in the past, not the current one.
Yeah,
Real Madrid never buy for the manager though. They
Real
buy for the
Madrid
club.
have been trying to, like, you saw like last season they were trying to get Lenny Euro, so they're still gonna be boosting their center back options. That's not like act like that done.
No, I'm not saying that, bots. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, but if they're going to be a club that's going through a somewhat semi-rebuild of the back line and all of that, if you're a player wanting a change from one club to the other to win, Champions League and win stuff, Real Madrid at this point in time for the next probably 2 years, and I might be wrong. I'm not saying, I could be wrong. But for me as a player, Barcelona is more settled. Barcelona, is a more settled team.
Like that,
or even Bayern. Bayern is a settled team also.
Like Barca right now, you look at Barca, their front three, apart from when injuries have occurred, is set. You look at their midfield and their back line, apart from when injuries come into that team, they are set. And the only position I really think Barca are lacking to be a massive competitive team is just a decent enough right back where you can allow Koundé and, or what's the other one called, Araujo, to play their best position for me, which is centre back. If imagine you had Trent, Koundé, Araujo, and Balde, or however you pronounce his name, at left back, you've got Szczesny in net because Ter Stegen is woeful in a Barca kit. You'll have De Jong, Pedri, Gavi as a midfield three. You'll have a front three of Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Lamine Yamal. That team looks dangerous, and if you was to add Trent at right back, it'd be a great team. In my opinion, compared to going to Barca. Instead of going to Madrid.
One season left though in him, like he's an old. They're gonna need.
Well, yeah, but you're telling me that if they have another season like this one they're having next season, they won't be able to go and invest in a decent striker like Rasmus Højlund and hopefully pay us £75 million for him. That's all I'm going to say. Look at the Anthony effect. Take the player out of United, he score goals. That's all I'm going to do for Barca. Show him a little highlight reel.
That'll be crazy though. If Højlund ever went there and lit it up, that would be crazy. But I hear the
cooking,
point.
I can't even lie. Anthony's cooking for Betis. I can't even lie. He's cooking.
Yeah, you saw the goal that he scored
against Fiorentina and the goal in the league for them.
He's cooking because that league is less stressful. He's cooking because that league is not the Prem.
La Liga
sucks. Are you serious?
Oh no! Onana could not perform. I just need to address this. Onana could not perform in a fucking musical play, let alone on a football pitch. Onana cannot perform no matter where you take him. Anyway, back to the original schedule programming about whatever we were just talking about. I forgot.
No.
How what's it called? A weak league. Yeah. I do have to agree. The La Liga is a weak league, like physically. I'm not saying like it's totally weak, but I feel like the physical presence on.
But that's what I mean. And so wrap up. Don't come for my throat because I said that. I don't mean in talent. I mean like the actual physicality of the people have more time on the ball in La Liga.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it's a technical league.
Do you think he should be doing a little bit more still?
Who should be doing more? Sorry,
Anthony, like at Real Betis.
I think he's doing well for what he's doing now. But I feel like
if be happy with 4 goals and 2 assists.
I feel like when you look at the entire picture of Anthony, then overall he's doing well.
For this.
In the moments where he's popping up, and in games where he's not getting goals and assists, he is still contributing.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, he's doing what he did. He's basically doing what he did at Ajax that got him the contract at Man United.
Right.
He's not doing anything extra than what he was doing at Ajax.
Swap deal for Rodrigo to Anthony from Real Madrid.
If we get 40 M's for him, that's good business. That's the way I look at it. 40 M's for Anthony, I'm happy.
For Pete, by the way, let's hear if you fixed your audio. I know.
Wait, one second. Yeah, can you hear me now?
It's better. No.
Oh, yeah.
Just talk and we'll tell you if we can understand you or not.
Talk about Trent. Talk about Trent.
It means more, lah. It means more.
The audio and try to do the Scouse accent at the same time.
Shit, don't tell me again, bruh. Fuck.
No, it's okay. Talk about Trent.
The
Talk about
audio
Trent.
gone funky again, bro.
Oh, great. Can you hear me now? Is it much better?
It's not much better, but it's better.
But we can hear you. It's bearable. All right. Say your piece.
It's bearable. All right. Yeah. For all those fake scousers, who are proclaiming to be true Liverpool fans, shame on yourself.
Oh,
shame on yourself.
Why? Talk to
because I mean, look. If you remember, that Steven Gerrard. If you remember, Steven Gerrard got death threats from Liverpool fans. And Gerrard actually had a choice to move to Chelsea, but he didn't. Because obviously his family was getting death threats.
Yes.
So he was forced to stay. So similar to the Trent situation.
Wait. Like, so similar to the transition. So now, like, what are you saying exactly about it? Like, because the point was lending, but it didn't quite lend for me. I don't know if other people understood the comparison.
No, I understood.
I didn't understand
Trent looked like a man than Gerrard. Basically. Scared of no scousers.
Got it. No, you gotta simplify it for people like me. You know that.
Okay,
My bad,
all right.
my bad.
Pele leaving centers, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You understand that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what he was saying.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, hey man, at the end of the day, Trent can do what Trent wants, and
he can do what he wants.
Right?
The
He can do what he wants for real.
Everything there is to win. Why they submit?
True. It's like he's completed the game. He's finished he beat every boss in every level, and it's time for him to try something else. So
You feel me? But they'll sit here and praise Steven Gerrard, who was great, yes, but saying for winning one UCL and a couple of Carabao Cups.
Bro, that's because that man was white. Let's put it out there.
Put it, 100%. We could talk on that as well.
Underbelly.
100%.
Underbelly color thing. Is that a color thing? Is that an underbelly color thing?
For sure.
Don't forget to hit the like button.